Hi, welcome to The Trend, our very new talk show. I'm Bel Hernandez.
And I'm Naibe Reynoso. Thank you so much for watching our very first episode of The Trend. And on this show, we're going to talk to you about everything that's trending with the community, with Latinos, with celebrities, with politics, with fitness. It's all going to be covered right here.
And remember, on The Trend, it is about our community. It is about all of us. So we welcome you to please join our Facebook page, The Trend Talk Show. Ask us questions, suggest guests. We want to hear from you because, as you know, Latinos are trending, and our show is about what is trending.
Right.
Us. And so make sure you also follow us on Instagram and Twitter, The Trend Talk Show. And please join us in talking all about what's going on.
And speaking about what's going on with you lately? I know that you've been traveling a lot.
Well, yes, traveling. I wish it was the world, but it is. At least it's California. My husband, just published his first novel, The Dead of Summer, and it's about at the core violence against women.
Oh, wow.
And so it takes place in the desert, and it's got a lot of really great characters. Right. So we've been going to book signings, and just last week we went to an honor that was given to him in his hometown. His hometown is Calexico, California, and he got the Distinguished Artist Award.
Wow.
And so it was wonderful. It's just wonderful to connect with everyone. I kind of feel like Hillary when she says, oh, I go and I meet all these people, because that's what happens when you do book signings. But of course, I'm not comparing myself to what she went through.
But you are married to a powerful man just like she is, because yes. Enrique Castillo is not only an author of this book, but he's also a well-known actor. So tell us a little bit, for those of you that may not know who he is. Well, you should. Of course, you've seen him on a lot of movies and television, but tell us a little bit about
Enrique
him.
Castillo is an actor and writer, but he's mostly recognized for his role in one movie and one TV show. The TV show is Weeds, which he did three seasons of, and then the movie, which he did in 1993, is called Blood In, Blood Out.
Wow.
And people still, they recognize him so much all around the world. He even gets fan mails from Africa or from Sweden and all that.
Awesome.
So so when we go to the book readings, it's fun because his fans get to see him. But anyway, that's what we've been doing. And what have you been doing?
Oh my God! Well, as you know, I'm a reporter, so I've been all over the place covering the presidential debates. I traveled to Las Vegas for that last debate. Then I also covered the election itself, which was heart-pounding, especially here in California, because we know that over 60% of the population voted for Hillary Clinton. So it was kind of a nail-biter in those last minutes before it was announced that Bill Clinton, look at me, Donald Trump won the election. I also covered the peaceful protests, because they were peaceful. Over 10,000 people congregated in downtown, and I thought it was amazing, Belle, because in my day, I went to UCLA. In my day, I participated in marches.
And I participated in high school. So I wanted to get out there, but you actually did make it out there.
I did. And also, I've covered a lot of marches, but what I loved, what I thought was so beautiful about this particular march was I saw people from all over, because in the marches in the past, it's usually only, Black Lives Matter, African Americans, for immigrant rights, it's Latinos. In this one, I saw people from all over. There was older white ladies, there was African Americans, because they're there for Black Lives Matter, members of the LGBT community, Latinos because of the anti-immigrant movement.
It was beautiful to see those.
Beautiful, feminists, millennials, and they were all coming together. It's like, it's true, we are stronger together, all of us. So that was amazing. And besides that, I've been preparing for my trip to Hawaii.
Well, okay, so you're going to be traveling too, so hey, that's great.
But there's one painful thing that comes with traveling to Hawaii.
What?
A diet. I need to
fit
a diet
to fit into
because
the
I need to fit into my bikini, and Brazilian bikini wax, which is very painful but worth it $40.
Oh, no.
Worth it, ladies.
Never had one. It sounds really painful.
It is.
But
hey,
then, you know, I still
I don't
have
want to do a show and tell in Hawaii, so I'd rather be safe than sorry.
So what is going on with the elections at your house? I mean, you're married to an Anglo man. Of course, he's not racist, I know, right?
Well, he married a Latina. He better not be racist. You know, it's interesting because I think these elections are separating a lot of families. There's a lot of people that are for Donald Trump, not particularly because he's, you know, said very mean comments, but because of his policy issues. And there's a lot of people that are pro Hillary. Mm-hmm. But I'm concentrating on the holidays. I'm concentrating on tamales.
We need to move on, right? Because now the holidays are coming. Yes. So, what is a holiday tradition for you?
Well, I brought my little holiday tradition.
Did you?
Who has one of these? Mommy's around, an elf on the shelf.
No.
So this little guy was invented by a mom and her 2 daughters. It's like $40 and
$40 for that little thing?
you put it on the idea is you put it on the shelf and it watches your kids every day and it goes and flies to the North Pole and tells Santa if you've been naughty or nice, and every day you have to change, you know, the parent has to kind of change the location because the little elf flew to the North Pole and came back. But what's weird, or what I'm not for, is that now they're selling outfits for the elf on the shelf. So it's very commercial.
Okay, but that's really creepy because moms are putting the elves to spy on their kids. It sounds creepy to me. That's a nice tradition for you?
You know, what I like about it is that it is an interactive thing that you could do with your kids. It's a conversation that you can have with your kids. They have fun with it. It's part of the magic of Christmas.
So
and I'm also pro the fact that a woman invented this in 2004 and made, you know, she's a millionaire now. So I love the fact that a woman was behind it, not like Mattel or a big corporation. It was a woman out of her garage that decided to start this, and now she's a millionaire.
Right, but he watches to see if they've been naughty or nice, right?
Right. She's preparing them for what's to come.
Well, that's really creepy.
Government.
In my house, if we were naughty, it was the chancla. It wasn't about, you know, the little elf telling them. My mom knew what we were doing.
So it was like the belt on the shelf.
Not
the elf on the shelf.
Yes.
All right. I think it's time to move on.
Okay, so we're coming up next because we're going to introduce, our show will have a weekly co-host. So we're going to introduce our new co-host, our guest co-host in the next segment. Her name is Elizabeth Reese. She is a social media influencer, but this girl is just not about you know, what's on the internet. She knows what's around and her world, and she's got some strong opinions about her world. So stay tuned, and we'll meet up with Elizabeth Reese.
Cheers. Cheers to that.
Salud.
Salud.